Hey, it's Friday night, and welcome to episode 72 of the Fan Caste. I am your host, Brainmuffin the Lifting Nerd, also known as Channel Dad, Brian Lee. And I can hear myself because I keep forgetting I do that, and then I get all flustermacated. All right. With me on the line, joining me from parts unknown, our favorite gypsy, Reality Frank.
A man and a monkey walk into a bar. I forget the rest of the joke, but your mother's a whore.
Soon to be a new movie starring Rob Schneider.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right. That's a good one. You all right?
No, the sound was still on my phone. I sounded good, though.
Well, I almost got through the introductions before I had equipment malfunctions.
Sorry, that was my bad. Go ahead.
I was adjusting and my mic went out.
Oh.
Also, from somewhere in the middle of the country, talk to him any way you want. Just don't talk to him in the rice and beans. Tap and die.
You know, the United States is lucky Texas doesn't just invade the rest of the country.
Preach.
Preach it, brother. That's all?
Yeah.
Weren't you going to say something else?
Oh, I was, but you took too long and I don't feel like doing it. I'll just go cut through it. Ellen, and joining us too is my big brother, LMP, who's into Little Sisters, but he doesn't have any. So I did it half-assed.
But anyways, for my introduction, I met some girl named Momo, and she's taunting me to now swallow this bottle full of pills. So, guys, you hear that rattling in the background?
Yeah. What the?
I don't know. He posted something on the WCBS fan Facebook page, and I have no freaking clue what he's talking about. But I said, hey, why don't you discuss it? I guess he's done.
Okay. So basically...
So what's the Momo challenge or whatever it was you were talking about?
So basically there's this thing going on, and it's been pissing me off because it's like, are you guys familiar with at least the Blue Whale Challenge?
No.
No.
Okay.
Is it like a pink whale challenge?
No, so basically Blue Whale was this game where kids contacted like this online cult type of thing, and the cult would challenge you to do like self-harm and ultimate kill yourself. So the Momo challenge is basically through this phone app called WhatsApp. I don't know if you contact the number or the number contacts you, and it's like this freakishly looking Japanese banshee looking, possibly Chinese. Who knows? Cotton Hill would know the difference.
But the eyes are too wide open, though.
That is true. So the point is that basically, apparently on YouTube there are videos of like Peppa Pig and stuff like that getting the Momo challenge spliced into them. Kids are watching online, and the challenge is basically saying things like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your family. You're gonna kill yourself." And you contact the number, and your kids will start killing. I don't know. Basically, it's one of those things where, if it's true that such a challenge indeed exists, either it's sick-minded individuals having some good fun, or it's people just trying to have some good fun and fucking around with the audience. And God, who knows? Maybe even starting on 4chan for all we know.
You probably did.
Wow.
But so what's people getting all upset about? I mean, this shit's been going on. Kind of stuff like this has been going on for a while. Why now?
From what I've heard about it is this Momo thing will pop up in the middle of videos, and like these videos are like meant to target little kids, and it tells them to do dangerous shit like go turn on the stove, or start a fire, or do something crazy and reckless that's going to get somebody hurt. So
okay, because that's what kind of like that one about Filthy Frank or whatever.
I guess
there was one with Filthy Frank, and they were talking about suicide, but it wasn't the Momo thing.
God bless Filthy Frank. I wish he hadn't left the internet.
I think what's it called? Our reality's Frank is really Filthy Frank. He just changed his ethnicity.
I shower regularly.
We finally found who Filthy Frank's Caucasian cousin is. It's reality's Frank.
Yep.
It's like that show Top Gear, that character Stig. You guys ever watch that show?
A little bit.
Are you familiar with a character called the Stig
No.
Okay, he's basically a driver wearing the full driver outfit and helmet.
Top Gear. I somehow missed that part. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh damn! Now
Are we talking German Stig? Are we talking American Stig?
Yes, exactly. He has like an American cousin who's fat, an Asian cousin who knows karate.
German cousin has a mullet.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's basically Filthy Frank's cousin. We found it. We found your family. We just need to reunite the other the other Frank family.
Yeah, the Frank clan.
So the question that I rose on Facebook earlier for anybody who was aware of either thing was, which is worse, this Momo challenge and apparently telling kids now to kill themselves or hurt everybody, or the Elsagate thing?
What the hell is Elsagate? Yeah, what's that?
Oh shit, you guys
look, LMP, we don't live on the internet like you do, so you're gonna have to explain this shit to us.
Oh shit, man. You know, the one thing the audience gets like pissy about is when I have to explain things, because apparently I take forever to. So fuck it, I don't care.
Be brief.
It's not that you take forever; it's just boring.
Well, that
you.
I'm just quoting Kendall.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Yes, it is. That's why I'm quoting Kendall. Kendo.
Can you guys see my new the photo the avatar I have on right now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not too good.
Okay, so yes, you're calling me black now, Labe? Is what we're resorting to?
No, apparently you're calling yourself black. So what's Elsagate? Give us the 45-second synopsis.
Okay, so this basically was very prominent last year. There were some videos online that had like small caricature versions of Elsa, Spider-Man, the Minions.
Okay.
Chibi shit.
And yeah, they were doing some sick shit. Basically, things like injecting one another.
All right. So Elsagate, pedophiles are running kids' channels.
Oh, well, you didn't let me get to the good stuff.
Well, got to the chase, man.
Well, he didn't say anything about. It wasn't anything sexual.
Well, it's I did a search for Elsagate, and the number 2 video is hashtag Elsagate. Pedophiles are running kids' channels.
Well, no shit. I'm pretty sure Pizzagate covered that pretty clearly.
I mean,
what is Elsagate? Okay, there's a Reddit trend. Elsagate is a phenomenon on YouTube of reoccurring themes, animations, and context of inappropriate topics and videos on several channels available and targeted at kids. These videos often feature Spider-Man, Frozen, Elsa, Joker, Mickey Mouse, and other characters popular with kids. You know, they did this back in the 70s. In fact, Different Strokes had an entire episode about it, which they were watching with some old dude in his 40s. Oh, not Willis. Who was what's his name? The title the short one.
Talking about the bicycle
Arnold.
Huh? Arnold and his friend were watching Tom and Jerry cartoons that weren't your typical Tom and Jerry cartoons. So this is nothing new. This has been going on at least 40 years.
Of course you would know, Labe. You've been around alive to see everything repeated at least 13 times.
Yep. At least
13.
Tell me this, Labe. At least answer this question. How many times was the Third Reich established?
Once.
Just wait for that 4th one right now.
Once successfully.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, you got everybody united, right?
See, now I had German history. So if I remember correctly, the First Reich, I think.
Damn it, LMP, you got them started.
And the second one was the rise of the German Empire under the Prussians, but I'm not positive. Then we had the Weimar Republic, which failed, and then the Third Reich rose out of it. I believe that was the idea anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then to the topics.
You think I just make this stuff up?
I think you do sometimes.
I explained today somebody, about distilling and why, different whiskeys and stuff cost more money.
Oh, really?
It's all in how much of the hearts you use and how much you blend on the extremes, and then how long it's aged, and whether or not they're trying to rip you off.
Well, whenever I decide to make beer, I know who to go to.
Well, this is distillation. It's not beer.
Whatever, beer, distillation.
I've
Coca-Cola.
Hey, maybe I should start a GoFundMe campaign for the Greenfather add-on that turns my pot to a distillery. Because I when I was in what do you mean what? Did I stutter?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I have this thing called the Grainfather, which is an all-electric brewing system. There is an attachment to it that turns it into a still. But I don't remember how much it costs. So that's what I'm looking up. Well, you guys are going on talking and waxing eloquently so the show doesn't come to a grinding halt. All right, so
Too late.
It's New Zealand dollars. I don't give a crap about New Zealand dollars. How do I get this in US dollars?
It's 33 Kiwis.
To the dollar. All right, so the botanical basket is $45, and the pot still attachments is $359. So because here's the reason why I want, surprise, everybody listening, I want to make a whiskey that's flavored with hops. There, you can make all your jokes, and I think it's either made in Australia or in New Zealand. So Rusty Shackelford is a new listener. It looks like. Welcome, Rusty, to the Fan Cast.
Rusty Shackelford.
New blood in the pool.
Yeah, but it's someone else from King of the Hill, another character from King of the Hill.
Rusty Shackelford, I have one question to ask you. Can you explain this thing known as the Beast?
Donde es la baña? Let's all talk in Peggy Hill Spanish.
Oh God!
Oh God!
I hate
you
Peggy
guys
Hill
gotta
Spanish.
do that without me for the next 15 minutes. I gotta go pick up Freeway from work. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll do our best. So,
Okay.
I'll just mute.
Okay. So LMP, are you really going to be on David Applegate's channel? On his show?
Yeah. Apparently.
When did this happen?
When is that going? Well, yeah. When are you going to be on?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna figure out the specifics. I guess I have to look for a good conspiracy. I mean, there's always been some interesting stuff that is always, there's always been some interesting stuff that has always caught my attention, and even now and then, I would always have like this weird vibe, like there's always more to things than we're really being led on. I know I can't say it was much of a conspiracy, but one of my favorite moments where I kind of just started speculating things were going to keep happening was during the days of Gamergate, where I was like, I have a feeling that this is going to go into like some crazy political rabbit hole type of thing. And sure enough, it turned out that that was the case. I know that's the case right now, going through what's going right now with Apple Anime Gate.
Applegate.
Oh shit, that was funny. Applegate.
Yeah, Christina Applegate. Now we're talking about Married with Children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest conspiracy there are those two things on her chest. That's a conspiracy, all right.
Yeah, that was.
And I would like to get my hands on that conspiracy.
Applegate is a conspiracy. Yes. What's World Class Bullshitter? So Rusty Shackelford. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hopefully you're really new. Or
when did you become Uncle Ruckus?
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, something that you said in our group chat earlier about Hold My Color or something like that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with him tonight. He's gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck with him. So.
Oh, okay.
And also because
you talking about me fucking with you or Frank?
All of you. LP's having a bit of a existential life crisis type of moment thing where he thought he was gonna die only yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it contagious?
Well, then I thought I was gonna die again today, but it turns out I just woke up next to my ex-wife and I just feel pretty shitty about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I still smell the socialism.
Oh. Hold on. Appalachian American. I was gonna punch him, but freaking Brian took too long to set up, and I'm just kind of tired. I don't feel like doing it. I'll fuck with him next time.
I handed you the whole thing, and you.
I'm talking about when we were setting up. We didn't start on time, and I'm just not in the mood for it.
I can't help it. My dog. I don't know which dog puked, but all of a sudden I hear this noise, and I went, oh, and it was around the corner from me, and all the dogs are running at me, all three of them, and I'm like, okay, which one of you idiots just puked all of your dinner? So I don't know who did. Yeah.
Dave, what was I gonna say? Well, David, don't worry. I'll come up with some good conspiracy. Now, as for Appalachian American, I'll punish myself. I'll embarrass myself right now. Wait, hold on a second. Rusty Shackelford's. I'm sorry, Appalachian. Wait, y'all aren't pro-socialist, right?
No, we're not pro-socialist. I spit on socialists.
I don't think none of us on the show would ever support socialism, and if we ever did, it would be like one giant joke with the punchline at the end being that we wasted everybody's time.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's Kendo trolling us. So,
oh, there's a conspiracy. David, do you think Rusty Shackelford is Kendo? Here's the evidence. I have none. I have literally no evidence, but yet I think I can make a more cohesive argument than Cohen.
Yeah, but yeah, it's and I don't know. Did you guys listen to last night's show much? I got to listen to a little bit while I was editing, and then I had to go on to other things. I came up again, but not in a good way. It's kind of a weekly occurrence now. It's very strange.
I didn't get a chance to finish it, and then for some reason it's not showing up in the damn feed. The video, I had to go to the notifications to look it up.
Yeah, well, Jeff gave a little bit. Did you guys listen to the High Council this week?
A little bit of that too. I didn't finish it.
I was busy swallowing pills.
All right. Well, basically, Jeff told me this quite a while ago about videos, and I actually had it happen to me today, and I did it to myself. But if you have a video that's going on YouTube that's going well, and you come out with another video, the video that was going well will stop dead. And so when he has a video out that's doing well, he will hide the show. So it's delisted. It's still there. That's why you can get to it by direct link. So that's what happened last week when he had that Captain Marvel video that was cranking to 1 million. So they did the show, and then he delisted it until that one kind of died down. And this morning I had a video, my own take on the Captain Marvel Lost Money. It was something I meant to do last weekend, and then I just never got to it. And I finally got to it last night. And it was a bit of a shorter version than what I wanted to do. But anyway, I digress. But it was actually, it went live at 7. And now granted, much smaller channel, right? I don't have 100,000 subscribers like they do. But I had 15 views in about 40 minutes, which for me is fantastic. And then I was trying to upload another video for release on Monday, and YouTube had all kinds of problems. I ended up marking it as a premiere and a bunch of other crap. And the second that finally, all of the processing and all that crap finally finished, the views to my other videos stopped dead. Exact moment. It just leveled. You look at the graph, it just level. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's the exact moment. So if his other video, he came out with a video earlier this week, which I tried to listen to. I got about 3 or 4 minutes in, and that was so boring. It was like he was not there. He sounded like he was ill, so I don't know when he recorded it, but it was nothing like his typical standalone videos. And I even made a comment. It's like, yeah, this, and he had a zillion views already. And so my guess is that's why he delisted last night's episode. So when that dies down, he'll put it back up. This is why I said in our own chat that I think he really needs to move the main show to that other channel. Because if you look at, what is the name of that?
Which one?
Blade, I think it's called. Maybe I'll share. Maybe I'll show you some stuff. Maybe I'll educate you all.
No. There's that word again. Anytime anybody uses the word educate, something bad happens, and we start having porn star off themselves and sort of shit like that.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that was a terrible joke. I'm sorry, August.
Yeah.
That's the one time I'll apologize. You did not deserve that.
So let me try and share if I can figure. I always screw this up while we're screen. How many freaking times do I have to click on screen share before it actually works?
All right, but you better not have
twice
people on it.
Well,
do I sound sick?
Huh?
Do I sound sick?
No.
Oh, I think I'm starting to lose my voice.
Where's it going?
I don't know. I've been sick this morning too, all day today.
Getting sick. I thought I was gonna die. Late PR thing is drunk. Yeah, it's a fun fan.
I'm getting there.
I'm just glad it's the weekend.
I do have my stereotypical dragons built.
Lape is the personification of perfection, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't you forget it. Well, anyway, I was gonna. It won't let me. I'm clicking it, but it's not doing a daggone thing.
I see you.
Huh?
I saw you.
Well, that was I turned my thing on, but it won't let me share the screen.
Lady, he might be married, but treat him as he's still single.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a stereotypical nerd. You know, if you're gonna hit on me, you're gonna have to come up and like grab my crotch. But anyway, if you look at Social Blade for last year, when he got involved with the High Council, you see this spike in monthly views and monthly subs. And then when he started doing the Good Morning Pop Culture, it's just a steady decline until he stopped doing it. Now it leveled out in, it looks like November, December. And then it started climbing again in January. And that's why I said, you know, if you look at the views and things like that on the videos, the weekly show is doing horrible. And he started doing those videos a good while ago. But he started just doing 1 or 2 a week with a higher quality, and that's when the channel started growing. That's when he got noticed by Ethan Van Scyver and Jeremy and everybody else. And then if anybody listened to the High Council last year, it was weeks before Ethan even figured out that Jeff was not the only one on the channel.
I agree, Appalachian American. I do miss Good Morning Pop Culture in so many ways. I like it more than the main episodes.
Yeah, I actually like it better than the main episodes too. But
you traitors, all of you.
Yeah, but
I'm coming for you, LMP.
Wait. Don't you mean to say
so Dion fell asleep again? That's like the 5th time he's fallen asleep.
I'm sure it's not going to be the last.
Right. Well, there was one of the one of the shows he was snoring pretty loudly, but I thought there was a movie that they were watching that he fell asleep during too. So,
I thought that was Jeff. He fell asleep on the Ghostbusters one or something.
Well, yeah, there was one that he was really drunk. I think it was Empire or something, and he puked. Then they had to think Nick had to say good night, everybody. But yeah, they don't do that. See, they don't do those anymore. They don't do the live watch parties much anymore. Because it used to be those were the other videos, right? They had the weekly show. This is for people who have just recently come across World Class Bullshitters. They had the weekly show, and then they were doing once a month or a couple times a month. They were doing live watch parties. They did some pre-recorded. They did the most of them were pre-recorded, and the streaming was something they just started last summer. And then of course around October you got the Schlocktoberfest stuff. And then Jeff had a video with Kathleen Kennedy that went to 1 million views, and about Kathleen Kennedy, not with her. And wouldn't that be phenomenal?
Yeah. LMP, what were you going to say earlier?
I don't know. You said you're coming for me, and I feel like that sentence is incomplete.
Oh God! Just send me your address. I'll be there soon.
Whoa.
Who keeps popping something? Is that you, LMP?
No,
that's him. I'm chewing gum.
I'm not doing anything.
Wait, stop tapping a Linkle.
No, I'm too old for that.
Saw that blonde cross-gender version of Link, which is, I mean, he's already pretty effeminate to begin with, but I could understand if you said, hey, something about Link. But damn it, ever since that day, like, I don't know, like, it completely bothers me to this very day.
Apparently.
Everything bothers you.
No, but this one especially. Like,
I think all I said was nice boots.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like your eyes lit up. I didn't even need to see that on screen.
Oh, God, shut up.
And you know, the worst part about it is I think we were going to try to put in like a video game BBC for once. We had plenty of good options. He went with that one.
I did that to annoy you.
Calm yourself.
Because I put that in with what we did. Well, we did an anime 2 weeks ago. I put Linkle
It has
in.
been 2 weeks.
I snuck her into yes, episode 65, Skeletor Returns. I snuck her in there and
LP can't get over it.
I know. And what's funny is she had a green tent in that cosplayer, whoever that was. That green tent was there, and it fits right in. Looks like she's really standing there. It's great. So you picked up on that and completely missed the 2 chicks about to kiss in their underwear.
Of course he missed that. He's a weeb.
Of course. I like my girls 2D but big titted.
And little sisters.
Oh God. It's gonna get me put on a watch list for some of those comments.
Damn straight I'm gonna get you on that watch list.
Are you gonna be like what Bart did to Millhouse and he made Millhouse go on the FBI's most wanted list?
Yes. And he got chased by Tommy Lee Jones.
Yo,
He's like, I'm not a terrorist. Like, I don't care.
you just see Millhouse jump.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest thing, just watching him fall down that dam.
Speaking of that, someone's been uploading the Simpsons episode, the old ones, and like parts. So I've been watching those.
That's amazing. It's still hard to believe that, like how we have. I remember in the beginning when Hulu started. I remember they used to have like complete episodes of The Simpsons, but now it's like they don't even have the complete episodes of The Simpsons. Yet they'll have like the entire
Reach and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like if they were smart, they would get all the episodes like from the very beginning till now. Because I'm sure there's people who still watch the new shit, but if they get all the old episodes, then they would really have something. Just like they got King of the Hill, they've got to notice how people got excited over King of the Hill.
Oh God, yes, man! King of the Hill has got to be the greatest anime ever made.
American anime, well, Texas anime actually. Ain't even American, it's Texas anime.
It rivals the Japanese stuff.
Mm-hmm. I remember I saw like someone uploaded a clip of the Japanese dub, and what was funny was someone put in the comments says, in Japan they have debates over which is better, the sub or dub. I was like, that would be awesome to see fighting over that in Japan, and it's King of the Hill of all things.
I can imagine they over Japanese Hank's voice. Oh, propane accessories. And
Propane.
Propane.
Propane. Pro. No. Have you seen the one where he goes all Super Saiyan? He's like, sell, propane.
The person who edited those videos is a god.
Yes. When he's beating up Peggy.
Yes, I love that. I think it's called Hank Hill shows his true power or something like that.
Yeah. No, did you see the one where he yells, "You bastards," and his eyes light up? That's the best one. Oh shit. I'm gonna watch King of the Hill.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. The Koreans drew The Simpsons?
Mm-hmm.
No wonder they were comfortable with that color yellow. So, Rusty Shackelford, I got a conspiracy theory for you. I hope you're listening in the chat. Can you answer this? So, Rusty Shackelford, I got a
Hey, we're echoing.
Sorry.
Oh, thanks a lot, Dave.
I didn't do it.
Whatever. Anyways.
Swerve back into your point, will you?
Okay. Can you explain the flat Earth? Because I keep hearing all this shit about the flat Earth, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I know you can make heads or tails of it. Come on, give me your best shot.
You bastard!
What? I somehow missed it.
Yeah, but one more time, we get demonetized.
Yeah. Hold on. So, what do I think about the flat Earth? I think the whole thing is a joke. I think it started as a joke, as a troll job. There's probably some people who believe it, but now it's like the modern equivalent of Milli Vanilli. It's gotten so big that they have to continue.
Wait, did you see that clip of Alex Jones, who was back on Joe Rogan. He was talking about him and like, we're gonna charter a boat, we're gonna go to sail around the world to find the edge of the earth and all that shit.
I'm surprised he did like he should have. Okay, I have to watch that video, but from what it sounds like it was just Alex Jones being Alex Jones on Joe Rogan, and I don't know. Is it true that I heard that Joe Rogan was the one that sold out Alex Jones when he got banned or something like that?
Yeah, like he didn't ask though. I think he asked the guy or whatever in charge of Twitter was like, "What about Alex Jones?" And he just says, "I don't know." Like I think he said something like that, and then Joe Rogan's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Like he didn't press him. Like, hey, what's going on? Why is he Alex Jones banned and all that shit? That's why people got pissed off. But you should watch it because Alex Jones says, I'm a little retarded. He actually admits he says he's retarded.
We wouldn't have you any other way, Alex. Although really, like if he was talking about like getting on the boat and selling to the edge,
yeah.
I'd be like, Alex, like what you should have really done is been like, we're gonna get on the boat and we're gonna sell the 7 seas and start singing that song. You know the one.
Mm-hmm. No, but there's one he starts talking about. I forgot who was with him. It's Eddie something, and he's all like, "They should get an astronaut, and they're gonna put him in, and he'll have a GoPro, and he'll watch it and stream it as they're going up and shit." And it's like, oh my god, who gives a fuck? It's hilarious. You should watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I was watching the one with Dr. Phil where he talks to Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil's kind of like all low testosterone. He's just talking all chill. You would think that he was high or something. The way Dr. Phil was talking.
Actually responded. Rusty Shackelford actually responded, and he says, if the Earth was really round, aircraft would have to dip down every so many miles. I don't remember the geometry right offhand.
Yeah, that's the thing I've seen.
I'm
sorry.
Oh shit!
It's actually a very simple physics equation that explains all that.
Yeah, gravity.
Oh god.
Huh? I'm not going to go ahead. It's been 35 years since I've had physics. Screw you.
I didn't say go ahead.
Oh.
I said it's gravity, and that was it.
I don't take it back.
Leif doesn't understand gravity. He invented it.
I know, right? He invented it on accident.
Fuck no.
And the only reason he did it was because I'm pretty sure it had something to do with someone who had no butt one day.
He was going to Pound Town.
He was like, I want to put...
Speaking of which, Stephanie thinks it's hilarious that I was all crappy all over Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman.
Oh.
She didn't know that somehow. That tells me she doesn't listen. Yeah, somebody that she retweeted saying, "Oh, who was all upset about Gal Gadot being a, I know people that say she was a Zionist and all this other stuff." And I'm like, yeah, I didn't like her being Wonder Woman because she had no butt and she can't act.
Damn.
Oh, fuck, what are these dogs doing?
Jesus, if that's the
case, you got against the Israelis. What's happened? The dogs?
I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're around the corner making noises.
I'm sorry, crap, man. It's Slender Man. You better get out of there, Lee.
No.
Oh god, you want to talk about that?
Listen, I just saw some. I thought you guys don't live on the internet like I do.
I don't live on the internet.
I don't live on the internet.
I was even surprised you guys even knew who that was.
I know who that is, and was it Marble Hornets?
Yes, Marble Hornets, I believe, is that Ben Drown thing. I think it is. No, Marble Hornets is Slender Man. You're right. I'm thinking of the other one from Ben Drown. Man, I remember one time I was funny story. I don't remember.
Here he goes.
All right, funny story. Start the clock.
So basically,
exactly.
He said it. He said it
at band camp.
Well, basically,
mind you.
You know what? We need to do it. We need to do a show where Tap and Die pretends to be all of us.
Okay. You want me to try it? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me get in there. Well, hi, I'm Ralvish Frank, and I really like Tromo films. And I like really shitty movies. How was that?
That was pretty good.
That's fine.
Okay, hold on.
Now the dogs are at my feet, and I don't.
I can do Kellogg's. Oh my god!
Stop shooting me! Stop! My team is
I don't care. Like that.
Friends, Dad, your friends are weird.
She's never even met me. She don't even know who I am.
She'd probably fall in love with one of us for being Mexican just to piss
It's
off.
probably LMP.
Yeah.
He'll be like, so basically, Kellogg's, mind you now, I got to tell you how it goes. I guess I can do LMP better than most.
Yeah. I'm surprised you do a better LMP than I do.
Yeah. I don't think I can do you, Brian. I have to really pay attention to everything you say from now on. If I can do that. God.
Are you for real? You can't do a good Brian Late. Like the guy's practically a living meme.
I know, but I want to do it right.
Practically, I'm slipping.
Like my favorite.
Nobody's the flat earther, Appalachian American. Because I can guarantee. Because one time I was at a friend of mine's party, and his brother is talking to. I think it was his friends. He's like, "Hey, he's a Trump supporter." And I'm like, "Whatever, whatever." I didn't think of anything. And then he tries to say something else. I forgot what it was. But then he goes, he's a flat earther, right? But then that's what pissed me off. I was like, I ain't no flat earther. Don't be saying that shit to people. Well, he was trying to figure it out, but it was the flat earther that got me.
I mean, here's the thing. They're probably
here's the thing. All right. Come on, LP, spit it out.
Okay. See, now
so basically.
That's just wrong, lady.
Basically, here's the thing. Okay.
Don't make me start doing where you start reviewing beer reviews, all right?
Oh yes, let's return to the lie that I hate every beer that I drink.
No, you don't hate every beer that you drink, which is funny. It's just that we fuck with you by saying you do.
I know. Kendo brought that up this week when they hit 100,000, and he had his boot.
Oh please, Kendall says you hate everything.
I know.
Which is
I think Kendall loves you.
I don't think there's one Marvel movie I recall you ever liking.
I liked Iron Man. I liked Thor. I actually liked Iron Man 3. I actually love the entire subterfuge of it. People got all bent out of shape, but it was the whole point. You had this trailer that made you think that Ben Kingsley was the bad guy and he's just an actor. I loved it. Thor 3 was good. The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was good. The second one bored me to tears. I stopped halfway through. I haven't seen either Ant-Man movie and don't give a crap about Ant-Man. I did like Doctor Strange, but it absolutely pissed me off that they wimped out on the ending. They went with the very stereotypical, very overdone mentor who has a secret that they dip into the dark side of magic and they don't want that secret to be revealed, which is such a trope that's overdone. I mean, I could go all, Anna Sarkeesian on that idiotic trope. So that pissed me off. Infinity War was boring as hell. So was Winter Soldier was completely worthless and useless movie. I have not seen Black Panther. And Endgame is going to be a bore fest, I can tell you, and no one's going to like the ending.
The ending is pretty simple.
Amen. And amen. Okay, so let's get into the Marvel stuff. So this is one of the things that I haven't been able to figure out what I want to happen with Captain Marvel. I don't know if I want Brie Larson to be just talking out her ass. Okay,
she ain't got an ass to talk out of. What are you talking about?
Talking out of her big forehead. Okay, she's got a big forehead, right? Can we agree she's got a big forehead?
Yes.
My mother-in-law would say.
Well, I can say this much: the forehead is bigger than the tits, so yeah.
Oh yeah,
right up there with Ellen Page.
No. I think her boobs are decent size. It's definitely bigger than her butt.
Oh no!
So she's talking out of her boobs, then?
I don't care. See, one.
What happened? Hello.
Late timed out. Yep, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is no longer the Brian Late Show. This is now the Liquid Metal Pro.
God bless America. Did it again. All right, so.
Damn it, I had him.
All right, half of me wants for her to just be virtue signaling because she thinks it's popular or whatever. and the movie is nothing like that, and so it has a shitty open weekend, and then people go and it's not woke, it's actually good, and then things go up. The other side of me, because basically then Brie gets discredited, she probably gets canned because the fans won't be able to stand her. On the other side, I want it to be a full woke fest, right? I want it to be 100% balls to the wall, SJW, soy boy, latte, tears. Okay. I really, and I'm 50-50 on this because the caterwauling from the people who have invested 11 years and loved every Marvel movie and are drooling at the tit for Marvel are going to go absolutely freaking nuts. Either way, it's going to be entertaining. Right? It's either going to be entertaining to watch people, the fandom kind of turn against Brie in a way that will make it the way they went against Rian Johnson look like, kindergarten playground stuff. If it's the other way, these people are going to be pissed off. Endgame is going to do poorly, and I'm going to be giggling the whole time.
Damn.
Because I have been tired of the MCU for years. I've been wanting this to be over for years. That's why I haven't seen a third of the movies. Right. And I only saw Thor 3 when it was finally on Netflix. And I'm like, okay, I understand the people who said this isn't Thor. It's not supposed to be a comedy. But for me, for me, the arc, if you look at the overall MCU, a little bit of levity was needed at that point. So yes, I agree. It's out of character, but I like the movie anyway. Is that enough yelling and screaming? Sorry about that, but the dogs are driving me batshit crazy right now.
Well, Appalachian America saying that you can eat a D for and that Endgame will kick ass.
Yeah, because what I want is a good ending. I mean, I want it to kind of complete, and then I'm done. I don't care after Phase 4. I could care less. I mean, the next 7 movies could all be Captain Marvel one punching the bad guy in the last 2 minutes of the movie, and I don't give a crap because my energy is done. I can't handle 3-4 superhero movies a year. I mean, that's more movies than I go to in like 5 years. I mean, that's how I don't like going to movie theaters for many, many reasons. And so I'm not your popcorn. I mean, I'm not the target audience, and I admit it. So, and I'm not, if people love the movies, great. If people hate the movies, great. I don't care. I'm not invested in this argument either side, but I really don't know which way I want it to go.
You decide.
Right. Cause if I really had to think about it, I believe this movie's kind of somewhere between Doctor Strange and the first Ant-Man. And it's not meant to make a lot of money, but I don't know how much of it is Kevin Feige just appeasing some muckety mucks at Disney who say we need a woke woman, right? Because remember with Black Panther, it was not the producers and the actors were not the ones promoting this as this some kind of black empowerment. All that was periphery. That was people not involved with the movie. This time it's someone right in the middle of the movie. Brie is saying that she wants to do I don't know. Is it really a GoFundMe to get little girls to go see the movie? Is that real?
I don't know.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't know if it's real. But
it's called the Captain Marvel Challenge or something like that.
Yeah, okay. So it is real. Because there was stuff like that going on with Black Panther. And now, granted, Black Panther was released during Black History Month in February, and Captain Marvel is being released on International Women's Day. Right? So there's some, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So there's already precedent for having a decent movie that's set to try and raise awareness without beating you over the head. Right? I haven't seen Aquaman, but the way the guys on WCBS talk about Aquaman, there's a little bit about saving the oceans, but it's integral to the movie, but it's not the movie. Right? So, and I don't mind that. And so when you're trying to beat me over the head with your opinion, then I'll stop listening. And I know I'm preaching, so I'm being a bit of a hypocrite right now. But anyway, that's my take on. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's, and I'm really hyped up on caffeine right now too. So sorry about that.
Oh,
I mean, do you think it's Brie talking out her butt or her whatever out of her vagina? Her vagina's probably bigger than her butt.
I think she's talking out of her ass probably because I mean, other than I can probably believe that she's probably just a insufferable person, but at the same time, it could be that someone's telling her, "Hey, like this is what's trending, being woke and stuff like that." I think she probably doesn't care about it, but she probably doesn't care about the other side of the spectrum either. She just doesn't. I don't think she gives two fucks. She's just doing what she thinks is right because someone told her to. It told her it was the right thing to do.
Well, let's look at it like this. Maybe let's look at it from a different perspective, just so we can get all conspiracy theorists on this show for a little bit. Well, maybe what if this whole like Brie Larson SJW thing is just an act, and she's just really doing this because we know that they kind of want this movie to fail, but this is exactly what's going to give them the attention they need. Like, they saw what it did for Ghostbusters, and they know, okay, this movie is going to fail. Maybe someone at Disney, at Marvel Studios, is using this as a throwaway, just kind of like for free publicity and everything. But maybe they want it to fail. And why they maybe want it to fail? Maybe, just maybe someone in Marvel Comics wants Captain Marvel movie to fail, so that Disney will think, well, failure of a Captain Marvel movie means nobody wants the comics. And then if nobody wants the Captain Marvel comics, then we scrap those comics. And if nobody wants strong women characters in Marvel Comics anymore, they'll scrap all the other strong women characters and woke characters in the Marvel Universe. And we get the classics back. There you go, David. How's that for conspiracy theory?
Chill out, LMP.
Well, that's kind of the point they raised in the main show last night.
Holy shit! I didn't even know. Where the hell did you come from?
Oh, around. Just got back.
Anyways, you were saying?
And I have dark chocolate Oreos. They are good. But yeah, that's kind of the point they made in the show last night. Was that Kevin Feige wants to let Brie Larson be a complete shithead and piss people off, so this SJW push in the movies fails, and they can go back to what was working before.
I can see that.
It's like what was that? What was it like that New Coke stuff when it first came out?
Huh.
So basically, it's like what Napoleon says, don't stop your enemy when they're making a mistake.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I mean, because you don't really see Kevin Feige, you don't hear really much about him. About him saying anything. No one does articles on, Kevin Feige said this, he said that. Every once in a while he'll say something and they'll hear about it, but he never says it. He knows how to shut the fuck up.
Again, it could be possible this is his endgame, man.
Oh God, seriously.
God, that was.
Oh, you went there.
Was that a pun? Was that intended?
Wait a second. Hold on a second.
Steven Spielberg.
The last movie in this wave, in the current wave, Endgame, and it's supposed to reset everything. Oh my God. There might be some weight to this theory.
Oh boy. Anyway, what did I miss while I was away besides LMP rambling?
You missed me ranting.
Yeah, you missed him ranting. I was making fun of LMP, and that's about it.
Do your LMP impression.
We talked about the flat Earth.
Oh, jeez, that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we were talking about Captain Marvel, and I was basically saying I don't know if I want it to be fully woke and watch everybody cry, and that's been invested all this time in Marvel, and the whole thing kind of claps in on itself, or if Brie's just talking out her butt and just trolling everybody.
She doesn't have a butt.
All right, Brie's just talking out of her vagina and is trolling everybody. Are you happy?
Yeah, she's queefing.
No,
Put
that's
your
too
pink hat
dry
on
to talk.
and shut the hell up.
I gotta keep reminding everybody she has no ass. Wait, so who do you think has a flatter ass, Gal Gadot or Brie Larson?
Brie Larson.
There you go.
Oh, geez, we're going to be here all night.
Right.
Yeah, but you got those differences are in millimeters.
So, what do you say we get down to some topics, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody
All right.
got any?
I got
We
one.
always have some. Oh, you
I got one. I do.
Okay, you go ahead and have one. You finally came prepared to a show.
Okay. Well, stop it! You throw me off, you bastard. Anyway, I saw the trailer, the second trailer for Hellboy, and that actually was better than the first one. I think. It actually kind of did make me want to see it now, but who knows if it's going to be good. It was better than that. They used a better song, and what was cool about it is you kind of knew. I'm sure people knew the song, but it wasn't as big and flashy as the what the hell was the other song they played in the first one?
I didn't see the first one, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I forgot.
Like,
that's how much I hated that trailer.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that Ron Perlman is no longer a Hellboy, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Like, they had him for 2 movies. They had him for all the animated movies, which were pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And now he's just out for no fucking reason for some new jackass who looks like a cosplayer. I'm done.
Mm-hmm. He does still look like a cosplayer. But the trailer, I'll really admit that the second trailer was better than the first trailer. But we'll see.
Yes, and Appalachian American Dark Phoenix looks just as boring as the rest of X-Men. I agree.
Yes, that shit. I'm just like, who gives a fuck about her? They chose the wrong person. And it's like, what's with Mystique being like a good guy?
I know. I've so checked out of these movies.
Okay, I gotta ask something with you guys. Have you guys been noticing like this weird, disturbing trend where they're trying to make villains into anti-heroes all of a sudden, or
yes,
a guy?
Yes.
You brought this up last week. You're repeating yourself.
Well, I'm saying it again. Damn it!
You brought
I thought he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
God damn it! I just can't get over that Brawley movie.
Yeah, it's stupid. You know, the Punisher is an anti-hero. Darth Vader is a villain. Get it through your thick skull.
He's not an anti-hero.
Who?
Wait. Darth Vader.
He is a villain.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I was helping you make a point, damn it.
You can't
because I wonder if that Star Wars movie is trying to make him like to an anti-hero.
Which Star Wars movie? Fanfic?
That fanfic movie that came out. You know, the one people got freaked out over when they got demonetized or the monetization went over to somebody else.
Right. Well, Disney put the kibosh on it, and Lucasfilm said, we already gave him permission to screw off.
Well, either way, I'm just saying, yeah, the whole turning, was it villains into anti-heroes or whatever, or heroic, whatever. They were misunderstood the whole time.
Well, they're just evil.
Anyway.
Go ahead, man. Come on, Frank, save the show.
We're doing this. So I posted in the chat earlier, there is a GoFundMe to make an official fan film out of what would have been Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I saw that briefly. What can you give us a lowdown on it?
I didn't have time to read it. I just saw it like, oh, this looks interesting. I posted the chat and other things I was in the middle of doing, but that could be interesting.
Question.
Because, yeah.
Did they make any hints at possible villain?
Again, I didn't have time to read it.
That part of it. Oh yeah, did he stutter for you?
Yes.
All right.
Don't be mean to me.
Yeah, I agreed. Rusty Shackelford, Darth Vader is the best villain in history. Don't make him an anti-hero.
That's right.
Here's I know I haven't looked at it, but to me, Spider-Man 3 is one of those movies that really feels like Sony execs told Sam Raimi what to put in it.
Well, they did.
And then we had The Amazing Spider-Man was just the Sony execs pushing the director out of the way. 1 and 2. Say I look at, and I've mentioned this before. So you have Peter Jackson does the Lord of the Rings, very good movie. Doesn't follow
I disagree, but okay.
Right, doesn't follow the books to the letter. But once and because the first one I was like, oh my god, he's changed the books. This sucks. But once I watched the extended versions and I listened to the commentary and understood what he was trying to do, I could accept the other 2 movies. The Hobbit is what happens when the executives. So you have in the original, in the Lord of the Rings, you have someone who knows the source material and loves the source material and is allowed to do what they want for the most part. The Hobbit is same director who knows the source material, loves the source material, but is told what to do. because they wanted a trilogy. I forget which studio owned the rights. They wanted a trilogy. He wanted to do it in 2 movies. He wanted to produce and not direct. And then that all fell through, and he had to stretch it into 3, and that's what you get.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah. And The Hobbit was horrible. I've watched the first 2, and I'm like, I don't know if I can bring myself to the 3rd one. He did pull in other stuff that Tolkien wanted to rewrite The Hobbit, because it started as a lighthearted kids novel, and by the time he got done with Lord of the Rings, it's like it doesn't fit. So some of that is from his notes. Some of the talk where Sauron and Gandalf come and talk with the guy. I forget the guy from the woods. That's all.
The guy from the woods.
Yeah, the guy. Huh?
Saruman, not Sauron.
Saruman.
Okay,
Sauron.
Here's the thing.
But the wizard that was in the woods that he's being pulled by the rabbits or whatever.
Radagast.
Yeah. That's all in his notes. So that's not Peter Jackson just
pulled it out
of his nose.
No, see, look, I have the entire 12-part history of Middle Earth, which is all of Tolkien's notes and story ideas and rough drafts, and there was never any of that shit in there, or only the most barely hinted at stuff.
Oh, really? I thought he wanted to do it a little bit darker. Okay, I misunderstood. But the whole love triangle and all that other nonsense, total movie exists.
What was her name? Turiel. They completely invented her for the movie. She doesn't exist anywhere in the source material.
Oh yeah, that's movie execs right there.
Or that she would fall in love with a fucking dwarf and fucking shoehorning out Legolas in there.
Yeah,
fuck that movie.
That was done in pickups. I actually saw a thing with what was the actress's name that played. I was so in love with her during Lost because she has an ass, no boobs, but nice ass.
Don't you just want to just slap it right on there?
Blanchett?
Huh? No, not Kate Blanchett. No.
Oh, the chick who played
that other chick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, because they brought her back for pickups and they were shooting new scenes. It's like she didn't want to be in another love triangle because that's what she had been in Lost. And then they brought her back for pickups, and she's like, "Oh my God, they're Evangeline Lilly. They're creating another love triangle."
Yeah.
She actually used to do it. She was on a commercial for some dating phone service thing one time.
But yeah, going back to Spider-Man,
the trivial bullshit that comes out of my head. Yeah, go, please go.
Going back to Spider-Man, we kind of did see partly what Sam Raimi had, because Spider-Man 4 would have been about the Vulture, and Black Cat would have been his daughter, or Felicia Hardy, who was the Black Cat. So when they couldn't get Sam Raimi, they just kind of cherry-picked elements out of the script and used Vulture in Homecoming. So we basically saw what it would have been, but now we're going to get Spider-Man based on Tobey Maguire. And that one, they're probably going to, if they get to do it, they're going to bring back the old suit as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it happens, I'd give it a watch.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Next topic. We got to keep this shit rolling.
Yeah, I know.
They're on the Warner streaming service. There is going to be a Gremlins prequel cartoon series.
Like for the first movie or the second movie?
Well, like a prequel series. It's like a cartoon show featuring the old Chinese shopkeeper as a young man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That sounds kind of cool.
Might be interesting if they don't fuck it up.
What do you mean if?
That's a big if. That's like a badass if.
It'll be interesting until they screw it up.
Yeah.
So the first 5 minutes then?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
episode 3.
You give them too much credit, Lee.
Hey, I'm an optimist.
I want to watch part 2 again.
Part 2 is hilarious. I know it's a different movie altogether, but it has its charm.
Yeah.
Gremlins 2 was kind of making fun of itself. I mean, me and pre-wife watched that not long ago. We had fun watching that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're scrutinizing the 3 rules and how ridiculous that really is. Like, what if you're on a plane and they cross a time zone and he eats something then? Or what if he eats something before midnight and he has a seed stuck in his teeth? So that movie was fun.
I mean, you know what's also a funny scene? Like when the is this the one? That's the one where the movie, like, I think it's like halfway, like the reel just starts burning out or something.
Yep, and they gotta go freaking get Hulk Hogan.
Yep, put it back.
One of the best cameos that he ever did.
Yep. It's like there's that Gremlins. Like, Gremlins, where? Here in the theater. He starts getting all. He starts ripping his shirt. But I think my favorite part, the best part, was when that was it that smart one.
And watch a movie.
Yep.
Don't make me come up there. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Please enjoy the rest of the
movie. Yep. Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's good. Feels like they're going back to stuff.
Yeah.
Well, everything.
Next topic.
Next topic.
For a sequel. George Lucas called it years ago.
What?
Next topic. You guys got the topics. I'm trying to make a thumbnail. So
Knight Rider.
Okay, keep going.
Yes. David Hasselhoff has teased the return of Knight Rider. Classic Knight Rider.
Classic Knight Rider.
Yep. Like David Hasselhoff coming back to play Michael Knight with the old car.
A man who doesn't exist.
Oh my God. Hopefully.
We kind of discussed this earlier, and I was thinking, like, what's his name, who was Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World? He was the voice of Kit. Didn't he pass away?
I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, he was pretty old when he did Boy Meets World.
Yeah, so who is going to be the voice of Kit? I mean, we joked that maybe they get freaking...
I said Jarvis.
Yeah, Paul Bettany, Jarvis, because that would have been awesome. I could totally go with that. But
this would be at least the second time.
A different sounding...
Yeah. Because there was Knight Rider 2000, right?
Yep, there was that, and then there was another one that was like a maybe TV movie that took place in the future.
Well,
that was like some kind of...
Yeah, well, go ahead. Finish that.
No, go ahead.
Well, Knight Rider 2000 was, I think, supposed to be slightly in the future. And then there was like Team Knight Rider, which was a series that came back for a while. One season. It was god awful. That was 1997.
Yeah.
I'm on IMDb. So there was a 2008.
Yeah, I remember the 2008 one.
Was that a reboot?
I thought it was a continuation. Like, it's supposed to be set, and then he's just in a new car model, or whatever.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's in a
Mustang
Dodge Charger or something.
I thought it was a Mustang. This one was a Mustang.
I'm looking at the pictures. I can't tell what that is. So that was an Icon Reborn. So that is because Justin Bruning was Mike.
He was the son, yeah.
Something.
He was supposed to be the son.
Was supposed to be the son. Why does he have a different last name?
Maybe because some reason. They probably would have explained it in the show.
That's plot.
But they only got how many episodes in? Or was it like one season or whatever?
I'm looking.
That's 17. Yep.
Yeah. See, what are you looking at? IMDb too?
Yeah, sure.
Here's the thing with Knight Rider. I was alive during the original series. Surprise, surprise. I only saw the first season, then we moved to Germany. But I liked Bonnie. We had April for a while, but I really liked Bonnie. Perhaps.
Hey, Val Kilmer was the voice from the 2008 one.
Oh,
he was Kit.
Yeah. No, yeah. I was remembering there was a made-for-TV movie that takes place in some post-apocalyptic future, and the computer in the car is a woman's voice. Yep.
Yeah.
That's. And where did they get the gas for the car?
I don't know. I only saw it once. I saw it one time. It's like, it was okay. Wouldn't want to watch it again.
Man, imagine
the guy who did the voice, because it's not. It looks like it's uncredited. William Daniels, is that his name? Because he was in he was in St. Elsewhere as well. Yeah, William Daniels.
Yeah, he's Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World. Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, thank Manos.
Wow.
He's not. Wait, he's not dead.
Golly day, how old is he? He was born 1927.
Holy shit! Vader went before he did.
They'll have to wheel him into the studio.
Who went before he did?
Big Van Vader, the wrestler.
Oh.
Remember, he was in a few episodes of Boy Meets World, and I think one of them. I remember one of them. He was like, "Beanie, we're gonna have a match, loser leaves town match," and they scheduled it too and everything. Like they were gonna have it like the week after, and Beanie just brushed them off the whole time. He's like, "I know your true name, Leslie."
Yeah, I never watched Boy Meets World. I mean, I know of the show, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't remember watching it.
Little Ben Savage, Fred's younger brother.
Yeah, 82, 83 was a sad time for me because you had Knight Rider came out, the A-Team came out. There was another show on NBC that came out, and then in 83 we moved to Germany.
Airwolf.
Was that
Airwolf?
That was some other channel. But and then we got stuff on AFN like a year late. So 6 months later I'm there and we're watching the brand new A-Team, and then when I came back I was like 2 years behind, so it really sucked. But I like the A-Team better when they had a woman on it to be kind of the person that find them jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah, the secretary.
Yeah, it went right because they didn't want. And what's funny is I've watched interviews with the guys that they didn't want a woman on the show. It's but and apparently NBC really, really hated that show, but they were so popular, But they can't because I was watching on like Netflix or something not too several years ago, and I'm like, by the time I got season 3, I'm like, this sucks. And that's because they kept sending, the more junior writers to try and get the show to be so bad that they could cancel it. So it was two male chauvinists back in the 80s. So imagine trying to reboot that for real. I mean, I know we had those stupid movies that were horrible, but imagine if you did it for real. So that's just all I'm saying. Go ahead, Frank.
All right. My last topic, which is kind of a down note. The Disney-Fox merger will be finalized next month.
Yeah, that is a sad time.
Yep.
Entertainment is about to die.
Yeah, the empire is finally taking over.
They're going to pull the plug, push it in the grave, and shove the dirt on it. We're going to go all woke.
Does that mean the Xenomorph is a Disney princess now?
Yeah.
Yep.
God, no.
Oh, I got to work that into the title somehow.
Well, you know what? What's going to bother me about all this is that you guys do remember that Mike Judd stated that they're looking to make the continuation of King of the Hill, right?
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't know who Disney's going to basically be owning in a little bit. God, poor King of the Hill.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen, but it probably is. I can't control it. I hope it doesn't happen. This is depressing. Thanks a lot, Frank.
Yep, there's dark times ahead, my friends.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be so depressing. Maybe we could turn this around. Not saying that this is a good thing. Just say maybe we could turn this topic around and make it a little more uplifting. So he did say he was thinking about that they're gonna basically go ahead with the series. I don't think there's been anything officially announced yet for when it's gonna start, but it looks like everything is heading in that direction. So the whole thing was that he said if he continues the series, he would like to continue it in real time. So basically, Bobby, Hank, Peggy, all the characters are gonna age. What's it been like since the series was canceled? How many years has it been?
Hasn't it been getting close to 10?
Yeah, something like that, right? So basically, they're gonna be like all 10 years old or something like that. Now I had I forgot who posted it on the Facebook page, but there was an interesting discussion about what we think the series was gonna be like. One of the things that me and someone else were talking about was that maybe Bobby will now be the one that carries the torch Hank did, where he sees the world has pretty much gone to shit, and he has kids that are essentially following all these new trends, like this trans stuff or this woke nonsense.
And he'll be like, "Oh my god, my dad was right the whole time."
It's like, Dad, you was right all along. My son says that he identifies as a woman.
Like, what?
Okay, if it's only been 10 years, Bobby's like what, 22?
23.
Yeah. So how many kids could he have at 23?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
What, the same woman or multiple?
Listen, Frank, just because you made a smart choice in life doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't.
Look,
He does live in Texas.
Point taken.
But if he's lucky, some more Asian girls moved into the neighborhood. You know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Maybe
Japanese.
It's hard as a Japanese. He had that Japanese girl when he went to Japan.
Yeah, he's got yellow fever.
He got the yellow plague.
Yeah.
That fucker loves Asian girls. I'll tell you, it's an anime. See?
Yeah.
It is an anime. For God's sake, Hank Hill sells propane. That's like his whole shtick throughout the entire series.
You honor me by giving me gas. The propane.
But Bobby,
So glad I never watched that show.
your daughter says she identifies as a what? What's an otherkin?
A furry. Oh, could you imagine it was a furry?
Oh my god!
He would kill everybody.
The crazy thing
A
is that
furry in Texas, the heat would kill him in hours.
I know, right? Yes, that's how stupid they are. That's why they're gonna be like inside the house every day with the AC on, and it's like they don't do it outside. Like at least thank God for that.
Yeah,
but
there are no furries in August in Texas outside.
I'm pretty sure they would be
What do you want?
hunted down in Texas.
I'd hunt them down if I could, but shit, I don't want to go to jail.
Okay, I mean you won't go to jail unless any of the furries are named Sonic Fox, so you'll be fine.
I better not see a furry.
Oh,
I better not see a furry in Texas. Like no. Good thing you're not going to stay long, Frank, because you might see him in Dallas.
Yeah.
It's
we'll
a fucking
by
big
for maybe
city.
a week, but we're heading to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona. It's a dry heat. You won't notice as much.
Oh, there's lots of iced tea there, so it'll be okay.
There's iced tea in Texas too.
It's called sweet tea, and it's really just kind of tea passed around a sugar bowl.
Yeah. Sometimes we take some tea with that sugar.
Right.
It is true. Lape is gonna be the next Dale Gribble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
He sounds like Dale, doesn't he, sometimes.
I don't have any topics.
Hey, you guys want to shit on some fanboys?
Yeah.
Let's do some Comic Slam.
All right. Let's shit on some fanboys first, and then we could do Comic Slam and call it a show.
All right.
Roger.
Because the dogs are starting to whine, and I'm by myself, and I don't need them.
You can tell them they can join. They can shit on some fanboys too.
All right.
Roger.
They puke on them.
Roger. Hey, I got the thumbnail done. So
okay. So, are you guys familiar with what Evo is?
No.
Wait. What?
Say it again.
Okay. Evo is basically this fighting game tournament that takes place during the summertime. I forgot if it's June or July. Basically, pretty big deal in the video game world. Yada yada. That's pretty much the gist of it. Okay. Are you guys familiar with what Super Smash Brothers Melee is?
Mm-hmm.
Melee.
Okay. Yes, it's a game. Okay, let me explain it to you like this.
Hold on. Slow down. I'm old. You gotta go slow.
There's such a thing as video games. You plug them into the TV. They have little controllers, and when you move the stick, the character waves at you.
Okay.
All right. I understand you guys back in the day used to use twigs and rocks to make things move at a faraway distance.
Get to the fucking point.
Beat ourselves off.
Anyways,
and the
rounds
show came to a screeching halt. Go.
I am Jesus.
I'm not Jesus. You call me that every damn week. So stop it.
Yes, you are Jesus. Damn it, Lape. Stop interrupting.
Okay, this segment's canceled.
Yeah,
who's the
Damn it! All right, just shit on some.
I'm the one drinking, not him.
Yeah, this segment's canceled. Who's the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I'm done. I can't because I can't deal with Lape. Lape is always trying to talk over me.
I'll mute my mic. Go.
No, it's over. Let's go on to the comment slam.
No comment slam. Who's the Hall of Famer?
Some Indian chick.
Like Dot or Feather.
Dot.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
So, I object.
You object. So Katrina Kaif, I guess that's how you say her name, is the Hall of Fame this week. This is where I'm supposed to wax eloquently about who the hell she is. Other than hot. She's a nice looking young woman. She is an English actress who works in Hindi films, despite receiving mixed reviews, blah, blah, blah. She's done Bollywood. Born in 1983. She's 35 years old. She is 5'6". Huh?
I am taller than her.
Oh, that's nice.
I object to Indian people being in the Hall of Fame. I want to be edited out of this episode.
Okay. See you. Pikey. See you later, Pikey.
All right. I'll get right on that. I'll download this episode, delete it from YouTube, and anytime you speak, you will just hear boo.
Good.
She was born in Hong Kong. I thought
Damn.
she was Indian. Maybe I apparently I stand corrected.
She's Chinese.
She's Muslim.
What? That's not a race.
I know, but her religion is Islam. She's British. Her hometown is London, UK. But she looks
of course, fucking British people.
She's gorgeous. That's all there is to it. She's gorgeous, has a nice body. Although she's only 34B, so in the old rules, Kendo wouldn't even look at her twice because that was the BBC. Now it's the Hall of Fame. Do we really have no more topics?
No, not really.
I mean, we got a late start. It's only 10 o'clock.
I mean, everything that's happening that people have talked to death, especially with this Marvel thing. Even now, I'm just like, whatever. I wasn't going to see the movie anyway, so fuck it. Let them keep talking.
Yeah. All right, Rusty. Yeah, this is a weekly show. We got started as basically it was Kendo and I, and then LMP came along. So yeah, we're on episode 72. We have not been at this every single week. Otherwise we'd be this is it's been 2 years this June, I think. Is that right, LMP?
Something like that. God, I don't even remember.
So we started as fans of World Class Bullshitters that came together, and that's all we used to talk about. And finally we kind of branched off, and we do talk about the main show. We talk about other things. So is there anything from either Jeremy or Ethan Van Scyver or Doomcock or that Star Wars girl or Jesse or what's that? The Mexican. When we don't have the helpful Mexican, we have the crazy Mexican.
Sure, you too, Late.
Mind you now, Late, he does have a point every once in 20 episodes.
Who?
Thank you.
LMP.
Oh.
Thank you. Someone here appreciates my inconsistent genius.
Yeah. So LMP's been here since I think episode 2 or 3.
I have no idea. I know I've been here since the very beginning.
And then Frank, you came along fairly early on, and then
I was episode 3 or 4.
Yeah. Then we had a hiatus.
And then I had to disappear for a year.
Yeah. And then
Jesus, what were you
still
doing?
Floating around out there. He's still included in the emails, but he hasn't been responding. But he's like a whole nother level of pissed off.
Well, it's because you guys keep making jokes about my Liam Macaboos.
He is Liam Macaboo. That it's.
Now I'm gonna go back to my shithole that is California. LNT, you should join me sometime.
Yeah, he does live in California and he hates life.
I'm sorry, Eric.
He does have a channel of his own, so that's Eric with a K Ward. He does various odd things.
He has his own channel.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
check it out
there. But we also had other fans of WCBS. We had, I actually miss Oggs for President.
I never met him.
What's really screwy is if you look at the first 30, 40 episodes, we have lots of comments, and all of a sudden just
nothing.
Yeah, it was very.
I think we're being sabotaged by the main show.
Yeah,
Kendo Slice to rise above.
So if you listen to the main show and you listen to Kendo Slice, he got to start right here.
So wait a second. Are you saying there's a conspiracy afoot?
No.
Yes.
I think
Jesus.
Are we trying to say that Kendo was trying to sabotage us now to get rid of any evidence of his past so he could protect his future career in WCBS?
Exactly.
Yes.
Late.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, are we done monetizing SJW tiers? Are we done?
Yes, I think so.
Wait. One last thing.
Did we even talk about it? Yeah.
What? Did we even talk about what?
Never mind. Forget it was.
All right, come on.
Are we gonna insult the hell out of Spike Lee just for fun?
Yes,
that's right. I
we
forgot.
should. Fuck,
You know, I saw a video of him accepting an award. I didn't listen to the audio, but just his actions were hilarious. Well, I guess it was the Oscars. He got some kind of Oscar for what? Wiping some white boy's ass? I mean, what did he get an Oscar for?
What?
It sure said it wasn't best film.
Right. I mean, he was almost bending over backwards to the person that gave him the Oscar. It was very strange. He was talking about, we don't need to have a world of hate. We need to have love or some such nonsense. It's all anti-Trump. You know, Trump was a great guy until he ran for president and won. And then also he's a villain.
Exactly.
The American black community loved him until that. I'm coming. God bless. The dogs are whining. It means they're going to pee on the carpet in a second.
Point. I thought he said he was coming.
Right. Make your point and I'll shut up.
What's the point?
Who are you talking?
I don't know. LMP brought up Spike Lee. We're supposed to make fun of Spike Lee.
I thought we were just shitting on him. Like, just shitting on him. You know how to shit on someone, Lape?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Do the right thing. Had the right idea. Right? He's in an Italian restaurant, and he asked Danny Iola why there aren't any black people on the wall. And Danny says, "Get your own restaurant and put who the hell you want on the wall." Because he was an Italian American, so he put Italians on the wall. And I'm like, that is the absolute right attitude. If you want, I don't care who you want to put on your wall. Get your own place. Put whatever. I don't care who you put up, as long as you're not shooting me for walking in. That's all. Your money's green. It's good here. That's all I've got to say.
Exactly.
Last year when I was down in Atlanta for Days of the Dead, I was unemployed and I bought a black man lunch because he showed me how to get to where in the hell I was trying to get to, and I was sick. And that's why I told the cashier, I said, only in America can an unemployed white man buy a homeless black man lunch. And she just kind of giggled. It was great. It was great. It was a great experience.
Did you get to pound me to her?
Popeye's chicken. It was great. Huh?
Did you get to pound me to her?
No, I did not. No. Oh, no.
What did you take him to eat?
Popeyes. We went to. He showed me how to get. I was ill. I had to get medicine.
Okay. Yeah,
we can around downtown Atlanta, lost out my ass. He showed me where I needed to go. He waited in the cold for me to get my lazy butt done. It was a Walgreens, and I did get confused because some stuff was upstairs, some stuff was downstairs. And so it was like, I asked the clerk, it's like, where's this? I basically had him follow me around the store so I could find everything. It was very strange. And then I went to Popeyes and I bought a 3-piece meal. I bought him a 3-piece meal. I was unemployed at the time. And that's what I said. And I told that, and mostly black people, I think I was the only white person in there. And I said, only in America can because I was unemployed white man buy a homeless black man lunch. And I was not trying to be funny. And it was true.
You took a black man to eat chicken.
Look, I knew there was a Popeyes downtown. It was the only place open, and I wanted Cajun spice Popeyes.
So, you know what? I think we should end on that note.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. It was a stereotypical American experience. There's nowhere else on the planet you can have that experience. Nowhere.
Cool.
If we ever meet, I hope you take me to a taco stand and say, "Here's your people's food."
Right, and it'll be great. No, I did not get him grape soda.
Hey, grape soda is pretty good.
Grape knee high, because that's what Radar drank.
And some did you buy a pack of Newports?
I'm 20.5 ounces into my 22-ounce Dragon's Milk after drinking hard liquor before leaving work. So here's this is actually pretty good. I forget what brand of tequila it was, but it was a good tequila, not a bitter tequila. So you mix Captain Morgan spiced rum, Bullet rye, Bullet bourbon, and a good tequila, plenty of ice. It's very good. All right. Are we done?
Yes.
We're done.
Apparently we're overdone because, I am
in the show.
My face. Blitz
All right,
chased.
Grandpa.
Right. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been episode 72 of the Fan Cast. We got started because we wanted to talk back, and now we talk about all kinds of other nonsense. We're sort of part. We are part of the Phantom Menace. Do not forget it. None of us have, as far as I know, none of us have any artistic ability, so I don't think we're part of Comicsgate, but we appreciate what Uncle E, I call him Cousin E because he's younger than I am, what they're doing. I supported his comic book. I'm just waiting for it to finally get released. I support him at the $200 level.
Damn. Hey, you better let me borrow that copy when you're done reading it.
Right.
So I didn't get a chance to buy it.
I will do an unboxing video when that thing finally arrives.
All right, then.
So we actually, we really like, well, I will speak for myself. I like Cecil. I would love for him to come on this program or some other thing on this channel. Check out my channel, Brian Lape, on YouTube. Maybe I'll put a post in a link in the description. I do not lie. Like Lickle Metal Pro. You guys got anything you want to plug before we close it out?
I got something to plug. LMP loves Little Sisters.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
We're back to that.
FBI list now.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
All right, so we'll do the outro backwards. So with me tonight has been Lickle Metal Pro.
My name is Uncle Ruckus. No relation.
Joining us from somewhere in the middle of the country. No, I forgot. Yeah, you were next. Tab and Dime.
I'm just so glad to be with my own niche on LMP.
All right.
I hate you right now.
And here's what I'll go. Once our favorite gypsy is done, I will say goodnight. I'll count to 3 and I'll hit stop. So close us out. Reality's Frank.
Next summer, Rob Schneider is a big shot porn producer, but he's also the Pope. Walt Disney Pictures presents The Holy Hole. Rated R.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen.
We are juvenile, but yes, retweet us all over the place. Follow us as the Fan Cast on Twitter. We are the Fancast at gmail.com. That is something that I have probably never shared. So if you want to email us, we are not at thebestmail.com. We are at gmail.com. So the Fancast with the E, because it's a cast system and we're like the C- group. But hey, we've had Stephanie on here. We love women and we appreciate them. That's why we have the Hall of Fame. And good night, everybody. We will see you next week. And in 2 weeks, we'll have something pre-recorded because I will be at Horror Hound with the World Class Bullshitters. So I will not be available. So we'll figure out something. It'll be here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, Jeff does live 10 minutes from me, and I never see him except out of town. This will be the first time we've done something in town together. That'll be awesome. See you next week. And until then, make sure you wipe before you look.
.com.
Oh, yes. And I also forgot, if you join us on BitChute right about now, you'll hear some bumper music coming in. Thank you very much. Good night.
My name